Grossenheider. I am an ICANN Student Success Advisor. We're going to be covering, or we're going to be doing a webinar this evening discussing Earn as You Learn options. So if you want to go ahead and keep any of those questions that you have, maybe write them down or add them to the chat box as we proceed throughout the webinar. I will go ahead and answer any of those at the end of this presentation today. So, what can students do while they're in high school to explore careers? They can go ahead and look at some career assessments, maybe doing some personality inventories, or they can even start getting some experience firsthand in some of those careers that they're interested in. So while we're going through this webinar, I wanted to go ahead and start with that topic. What can students do in high school to learn about and explore careers? And then we're also going to go ahead and, of course, talk about the Earn and Learn options that are available to some of those students. And then towards the end of the webinar this evening, I do want to go ahead and go through our Earn as You Learn Exploring Careers in the Buildings and Trades booklet. So this evening, we're going to be covering information that is mainly in two of our material booklets. So if you would like additional information on any of the topics that we're covering, you can always access either one of these booklets anytime at your convenience on our website. So those are at the iCanSucceed/materials website. And the Earn as You Learn Exploring Careers in Buildings and Trades. And then Life After High School, a guide to the career and college planning booklet are what mainly I'm going to be discussing this evening. However, we do have a lot of additional materials over a lot of additional topics as well. So feel free to go ahead and use that icansucceed.org/materials to access any of the materials that may be of interest to you. If you have specific questions, again, feel free to go ahead and type those in the chat box, in the comment section, or give us a call with any of those questions, and then I will do my best to address those later. This slide shows you what our website currently looks like. So as you'll see in the upper right-hand corner of that slide, there is the resource library, so you can go ahead and click that as well. But just know that our website is full of additional resources and information for every step in the education and training journey. There are many areas on the site that are geared towards students. And then, of course, there's areas on the site that have parent information in there as well. So under the planning tools and resources, you'll also find quick links to the top resources on our site. This would include our e-newsletter, resource zone, and the scholarship database. So on our website, towards the bottom of this slide, which you can't quite see, there are links to all of our social media as well. So let's go ahead and begin the presentation or the webinar. In high school, students begin to set goals for their careers and their future. Career planning and goal setting is going to be an ongoing process, but setting goals and starting early can save a student time and money in terms of education and training after high school. Exploring careers begins by selecting, education or training paths that enable them to find the best fit for their career and interest. So there are many ways that a student can research careers while in high school, but taking career assessments is the starting point. Career assessments are a series of short questions that can help determine career pathways that fit the student's personality and interest. So these assessments will identify strengths and interests, match those strengths and interests with career pathways or industries. They help narrow down a student's options that can fit their goals and their personality and their interest. So that's why career assessments are so important in starting that career exploration phase. When a student starts these career assessments, they can do those either one through curriculum in high school, or they can go ahead and start looking at taking career assessments online as well. When we meet with individuals and go through a career assessment or career exploration advising session, we often use the My ACT. So that is something that individuals can go ahead and access online. It is free. They just have to go ahead and create an account. Now, because these career assessments identify strengths and interests, these are something that should be taken yearly because a student's interests and strengths can change as they progress through high school. Career clusters and pathways are something that a student will be introduced to as they're taking these career assessments. So career assessments will identify career clusters and pathways that a student's skills and interest meet. So clusters and pathways. Iowa organizes its careers into 6 clusters and 16 pathways. These next 2 slides have those clusters and those pathways listed. So agriculture, food and natural resources, applied sciences, technology, engineering and math, business, finance, marketing and management, health science, human service, and information systems are the 6 clusters. Under each one of those clusters are the associated pathways for each one of those clusters. So you'll see if you look at the health sciences cluster, underneath of that, there are pathways in nursing, medicine, pharmacy, nutrition, physical therapy, and health sciences. So this gives the student not only a cluster to start exploring, but possible pathways that can then lead to career options in areas that they can go ahead and start exploring. Another way to start exploring careers is to look at the John Holland's theory of career choice. This theory maintains that choosing a career, people prefer jobs where they can work in an environment with individuals with similar personality types. Their personality types can often determine what work environments they prefer, and these work environments that will allow them to use their skills and abilities. So Holland categorizes individuals into 6 personality types: realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. So you'll see on this chart that he not only lists the personality type, he gives a description with some possible career types or fields that may interest that personality type. If individuals are interested in taking a Holland's personality quiz, they can always go ahead and access or reach out to their high school counselor to see ways that they could go ahead and take that quiz, or they can look online as well for some quiz options. Once a student narrows down some possible career choices for themselves, it's important for them to get some hands-on experience in those career choices. It's the day-to-day tasks in that career that it's going to be vital for a student to see. So they can do this in multiple ways, even throughout high school. They could job shadow, spend a day with a professional in a career interest area. They could even do an internship, which is a more in-depth look at a career, usually more than one day. They can volunteer, or they could reach out to the Iowa Intermediary Network. Of course, their high school counselor would be able to assist them with this as well. Once students have decided on their possible career, they're going to want to go ahead and make sure that they understand the economic outlook of that job type. They're going to want to make sure that there is availability in the area that they live or the area that they're planning on living after high school. Not only that, they're going to want to do some research into the possible earning potential for that degree. So there are some websites listed here, but of course, students can do some research on their own as well. 4 years of college after high school is not for everyone, and the job market is not set up that way. Education after high school is essential, but a 4-year degree is not. So in this next section, we're going to be looking at some of the education and training options available for students. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and start going into that earn and learn option. So there are short-term and long-term education options available to students after high school. Short-term would be things like diplomas or certificates, anywhere from 3 to 9 months, up to that 2-year degree, some of those community college associate's degrees. The longer education route would be things like the 4-year bachelor's degree, the graduate or the doctor's degree. Now, there are other areas, military, specialized training, and then, of course, apprenticeships or earn as you learn options. So as I said earlier in this webinar, getting an education is essential. A 4-year degree is not. Trade jobs account for 56% of the labor market and 52% of all of the available job openings in Iowa. 40% of job growth in 2017 included 2.5 million jobs in areas such as advanced manufacturing, healthcare, building and construction trades. And all of those areas have earn as you learn options. In the next part of the survey, we're going to go ahead and discuss what earn as you learn is, what a student can do in high school to prepare for one of these options. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and look at some of the trade options that are available or listed in our trades booklet. So earn as you learn. It's where you combine job training and structured learning. In most cases, there is no cost to students. Programs can range from 1 to 5 years. Students will work side by side with professionals in that career area. They'll get 2,000 hours of on-the-job training and 144 hours of classroom instruction per year. And one of the biggest draws to earn as you learn programs here is that students can earn a paycheck for both work and classes. And many programs can guarantee employment upon completion. So what can students do in high school to prepare for some earn as you learn options? Students can take elective courses in high school that aligns with their career interest area. They can look into career academies at community colleges. These career academies are grant-funded programs supporting partnerships between the local school districts and community colleges. Students can earn college credit while they're in high school. They can attend college and career visit days, speak with apprenticeship coordinators, tour a trades facility, or they can consider a pre-apprenticeship program or a high school registered apprenticeship program. So what is a pre-apprenticeship program? Pre-apprenticeship programs prepare individuals for entry into registered apprenticeship programs after high school, or it prepares them for job opportunities after high school. So individuals will want to talk to their high school counselor about available options in their career area. They can talk to their counselor, or if they'd like to do some research on their own, they can go to apprenticeshipiowa.gov and look at the list of the quality pre-apprenticeship programs available that are listed there. So what is a high school registered apprenticeship program? Students in registered high school apprenticeship programs will get technical on-the-job training while earning a paycheck in high school. Students can graduate from high school with their high school diploma and, in some cases, a portable credential from that program. Now, every program is different, and they're often only available in certain areas. So this is one that students will want to go ahead and make sure that they reach out to their high school counselor right away and start a conversation about these possible options. If individuals want to go ahead and do some research on their own, they can go ahead and go to the apprenticeship.iowa.gov high school programs and look at the available list there as well. So there's a lot of earn and learn options available in Iowa. The Iowa's Earn and Learn website lists sponsor information available in healthcare, industrial technology, and information technology. So students can go ahead and go to the Earn and Learn Iowa.gov website, and they can go ahead and select programs that they're considering. It gives the student a description and sponsor information. That sponsor information has crucial contact information for that individual. If there are students that are interested in Earn and Learn options outside of Iowa, the Apprenticeship USA website has plenty of information on Earn and Learn options that are available nationally. So they're able to go ahead and go to the website. They can search by occupation, company name, keyword, or location. And then sponsors will be listed for that individual that's interested. And there is an apply link right on that website. The last part of the webinar this evening, I want to go ahead and discuss some of the Earn and Learn career options in the building and trades. We have the information for these options in our trades booklet. Now, I'm going to specifically focus on page 18 through 35 of that trade booklet because it lists the options in Iowa. Not only does it list the options, it gives a description, the requirements and information, direct contact information, as well as the wage and package estimated amount that is as current as it can be for that booklet. So, like I said, this is starting on page 18 through 35. It is a list of all of the trade programs with vital information for students. There's a page dedicated to bricklayers. Bricklayers build walls, partitions, arches, fireplaces, chimneys, and other structures from brick, block, subtile, and pre-made material. You can get information on becoming a broiler maker. Now, this is a 4-year program, so they, of course, build and repair steam and hot water boilers. You can get some information on Earn and Learn apprenticeship information for carpenters and electricians. But with the electricians having 3 specific different types, the inside wireman, the telecommunication technician, and the residential wireman, it will be important for you to go ahead and view that booklet for more information. Now, when I was reviewing the booklet, there were a lot of Earn and Learn options that I necessarily wasn't aware of. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I addressed the elevator constructors, completing installation, service, and maintenance on all residential, commercial, and industrial elevators. Glaziers, architectural metal and glass workers. Now, these, I believe, are more close to that 4-year apprenticeship type of program, but contact information, requirements definitely be gained through the contact information that we give you in that booklet as well. You can learn or gain information on becoming an insulator, an iron worker, a laborer, or a lineman in Iowa. You can also look into what it would take to do an earn and learn program in becoming a millwright, an operating engineer, a painter or a drywall finisher, plumber or steam fitter, plasters and cement masons, roofers and waterproofers, sheet metal workers, and a sprinkler fitter. So as you can see, there are multiple options in Iowa and outside of Iowa for some of those earn as you learn options. If I have students listening this evening, hopefully the information on what you can do while you're in high school was very beneficial. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and start typing those into the chat box, and I will go ahead and address those as I can here towards the end. But I do want to go ahead and thank you for attending this ICANN Wednesday webinar, spending a little bit of time with me this evening and discussing the earn and learn options. If I built it or set it up correctly, once I exit or end this webinar, or once you go to leave this webinar, a survey will pop up. If you would mind filling that out, we would greatly appreciate it. It does influence our programs and services, topics for Wednesday webinars in the future, as well as building future program support, and it assists with funding. So I am going to go ahead and stop share of my PowerPoint this evening. Thank you for attending. And again, please feel free to go ahead and utilize that chat box, and I will go ahead and do my best to answer those as needed.